Hi there, Andy Ron here with Montana Land Source with this week's video summary of the Montana Land Report for March 2nd, 2022. I'm using a new video setup, a new orientation on these videos, hopefully more mobile friendly. Hopefully this works well and is better quality for you guys. Another quiet week in the Montana land market this past week. Only 20 property updates where we usually see 30 or even 40. Especially this time of year, we're entering into early season. Brokers usually want to get their listings up and running about this time in time for a good photo season and good selling season, which is early spring, summer. Only 20 total property updates in the last 7 days. 2 properties are back on the market after having been pending, back to listing. Only 4 new listings, 1 revised listing, 5 pending sales, and 8 sold properties. So again, we're just seeing this continuation of more properties leaving the market every week than coming on. We're down to a low of 308 properties on the market today. 2 years ago, it was double that at over 600. And last year into 2021, it was about 470. So we're down 50% from a year ago and 100% from 2 years ago. I keep watching and wondering if we're going to dip below that 300 number. We keep hovering around 310, 308 today. So that will be interesting to watch. If you look at the stats on the Montana Land Source website, we're proud of the live market stats that we have on our stats page. It's interesting, a lot of the stats are actually on par to a year or two ago. For example, the number of expireds and withdrawns are very consistent at about 31, 32 expireds or withdrawn properties this time of year. And it's interesting, there's about 29 new listings so far this year. So actually as many properties leaving the market as entering, which is always interesting to see. And when I interview brokers and even potential sellers on that, a big issue is finding replacement properties. And I've mentioned this before in other videos in the recent past that a lot of potential sellers are frustrated with this market. They've been on the market maybe through 2021 and did not get much activity or didn't sell their property. That's clearly, in most cases, a pricing issue, but we still have an issue in the Montana land market with expectations on pricing, even though we had the hottest market in history in 2021 and prices are as high as they've ever been. You still see sellers out there that basically think their properties are worth more than they are, and so they linger on the market. And then some of those guys actually end up pulling their properties out of frustration. In news, this week we have the Montana Farm and Ranch Brokers meeting Thursday morning, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. in Billings, but that's also available to view on Zoom. The Montana Farm and Ranch Brokers has been expanding to try to become a statewide entity, so brokers and real estate professionals and actually anybody from anywhere is welcome to attend those meetings. Membership's only $25 a year, but the meetings are open to anybody. And this week we're excited. We're going to have Speaker of the House Wiley Galt, State Auditor Troy Downing, and State Senator Ken Bogner. So it's a good opportunity for those in the industry to talk directly to some high-ranking Montana government officials. You can also email your questions in ahead of time if you'd like to make sure they get addressed. Information on that meeting is at mtlandsource.com, as well as everything else on Montana Land Source. That's the news for this week. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. I hope this new format works well. If not, please let me know. I appreciate hearing feedback. So again, mtlandsource.com, and we're also on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Thanks everybody. Have a safe and productive week.